Sup nerds, here's my BT16 LordKnightmon deck profile. Starting off with our Tama, we are playing 4 BT14 Tokamon. Once per turn, your turn. When a card is added to your security stack, draw 1. We are playing a Yellow Vaccine engine in this deck, and that is, in my opinion, the best Tama to play with the Yellow Vaccine base engine. So having said that, we are playing 4 BT14 little bread baskets here. Start of your main phase, search security stack. This Digimon may digivolve into a yellow Digimon card with the Vaccine trait among them without paying the cost, and shuffle your security stack. If you view by this effect, tuck a yellow Vaccine card at the bottom of your security stack. That is optional effect. Inheritable, your turn. When a card is added to your security stack, gain 1 memory. This is really helpful for promoting and then like evoing into LordKnightmon before passing turn. This just gives you access to so much extra memory, and like you can do so many nasty things to your opponent. And then we are playing 4 Starmons from BT5. On play, for each Digimon you have in play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 1000 DP for the turn. We can play this on our turn and our opponent's turn. This is basically like another hand trap in this deck, so we wanted to max it out just to have a better chance of having one in our hand. This is not a vaccine though, just so you know, so this does not work with Patamon, but this does. This is a vaccine. 3 Salamons from BT15. Start of your main phase, if you have 3 or more security cards, you may add the top card of your security stack to your hand. If you have 2 or fewer, you may place 1 yellow card with the vaccine trait from your hand at the top or bottom of your security stack. If you start your turn with exactly 3 security, or start your main phase with exactly 3 security, you can trigger both effects. Just so you know. And then all turns inheritable. Once per turn, when a card is moved from your security stack, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 2000 DP for the turn. Really helpful for popping stuff with Angelomon that's in an 8k threshold. And that is it. We're just playing 11 rookies. You would think we would be bumping that up since we're playing LordKnightmon, but you have so many other targets at every other level that it's not really necessary. And then on to our champions. We are playing 4 Gladiemon from BT5. On play, you may search your security stack for 1 Digimon card with the Warrior or Holy Warrior in its type. Reveal it out of your hand, then you recover and shuffle. So this guy is a vaccine. You can evo into this guy out of security with Pattyman, which is basically the bridge between the Yellow Vaccine engine and the LordKnightmon engine, is this guy being a vaccine. Thank you, Bandai. Or I guess thank you for the lore of him being a vaccine. And then we are playing 4 Gatomons from BT15. When an effect trashes this card from your security stack, you may play it without paying the cost. It has barrier, and then all turns, once per turn when a card is removed from your security stack, gain 1 memory, and then the inheritable is also barrier. Having LordKnightmon with barrier is like so unbelievably insane. It can never get swung over. It'll never die to security checks, barring options. Just amazing to get this in your LordKnightmon stack, and just playing an extra body for free when you trash it out of security, or evoing into this out of security with Patamon, since this is also a vaccine, and then gaining 2 memory off of itself and the Patamon effect is really useful. And then we are playing 1 Rapidmon from BT8. Has Armor Purge, does evo for 4, but this is basically just our 9th champion that's also a vaccine that you can evo into for free off of Patamon. When digivolving, for each of your Tamers, suspend 1 of your opponent's Digimon, then up to 3 of your opponent's suspended Digimon get minus 5000 DP for the turn. Also, fun fact, you can fish this out of security with Gladiemon if you choose, because it is a yellow Holy Warrior. So it is searchable if you don't want to evo into it out of your security with Patamon. And that is it. We're just playing 9 champions. On to our ultimates. We are playing 4 Promo Knightmon. Has blocker, and then has on play / when digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3000 DP for the turn for each of your Digimon. Inheritable, all turns once per turn. When another Digimon attacks, you may play 1 yellow or black level 3 Digimon card from your hand without paying the cost. This guy is absolutely insane. Once your LordKnightmon field goes unchecked for 1 turn, you basically just kill them the following turn, because this guy combined with your LordKnightmon effect will let you play 2 bodies for every swing. Now it doesn't trigger if the LordKnightmon on top of him is swinging, but when one of your other Digimon swings, you get to proc this. And this is all turns, so when your opponent attacks you, you can play a Starmons for free. Out of your hand, just neg DP to something on their field. That's really disgusting. Then we are playing a 5th Knightmon, 1 from BT5. On play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 4000 DP for the turn. We just want another target to play for free at the level 5 slot with our LordKnightmon, and obviously this is the best one. And then we are playing 3 Angelomon Ace from BT15. obviously is an ace Digimon, so you can blast Evo into it. On play / when Digivolving, by trashing the top or bottom card of your security stack, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP until the end of their turn. And then all turns once per turn, when a card is removed from your security stack, recover +1. This is really good for playing extra bodies for super cheap, because LordKnightmon obviously gets bigger with every extra body you have on the field, but also trashing your Gatos when you know where they're at in security, and just getting 2 bodies basically for 4 memory, and usually you're recovering, so like it doesn't even really cost you anything. And also just having access to a level 5 ace after you play one of these guys or one of these guys on your previous turns, by an effect, like either this got trashed or this got played from LordKnightmon's effect. Having access to a level 5 ace is really helpful. Makes it hard for your opponent to swing into you. And that is it. We are just playing 8 level 5s. On to our megas. You guessed it. We are playing 4 LordKnightmon from BT5. When attacking, you may play a yellow level 3 Digimon card or a yellow Digimon card with warrior and its type from your hand without paying the memory cost. And then all turns for each other Digimon you have in play, this Digimon gets 1,000 DP. Pretty disgusting. Some board states, it ends up being over 20,000 DP on the turn you win, which is kind of ludicrous, but so just so you guys know what all we can play for free off of this, we can play all 3 of these guys because these are yellow warriors, and we can play all of our rookies obviously since they're yellow level 3s. Also, we can play the next mega we have for free as well. We can play Valk Ace for free, so that's 4 targets that aren't rookies that you can play for free, which is pretty gross. So the ability to play this guy for free is pretty stupid. So I think this is probably the best ace we have access to now. That will most likely change once we get BT17 with the level 7 aces, but so it does Evo for 4 because we're not playing any Sylphimons. However, you can just play this guy for free or blast Evo into it when your opponent swings. On play / when Digivolving, all of your opponent's Digimon get minus 5,000 DP for the turn. So this is a ruin mode effect basically. So you swing with LordKnightmon, boom, play Valk minus 5k to everything. If you have a Knightmon inheritable under something else, you can play a Starmons and basically just nuke anything you want. And then all turns once per turn, when a card is removed from a security stack, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with 8,000 DP or lower. If it didn't delete, this Digimon gains security attack +1 until the end of your turn. So you can actually proc this on your opponent's turn, and then on your turn proc it again, and this guy can potentially have 3 security checks on your turn, which is pretty gross. Obviously you wouldn't really want to do that unless you have barrier underneath him, because if he does die, it is for ace overflow, which does kind of suck sometimes, but whatever. This guy is really gross in the vaccine engine as well. He is not a vaccine, but Patamon triggers him. So like you can promote your Pata with Valk on the field, Evo into your Pata, or use your Pata to Evo into something for free out of your security, and then trigger his effect and blow up something 8k or lower on your opponent's side of the field. And yeah, it just basically protects your LordKnightmon. If you swing with Lord Knight, play a Knightmon, and then your opponent tries to swing over your Lord Knight, you can just blast Evo into this guy and be like, now you're smaller than him, LOL, and they just run into your LordKnightmon and die. Same thing with Angelwomon, same concept, just protecting your LordKnightmons. And that is it. We're just playing 7 level 6s. Onto our Tamers. We are playing 4 TK Takashi from BT14. Obviously, we're playing the yellow vaccine base, so this is necessary. On play, by returning the top card of your security stack to the hand, you may place 1 yellow card with the vaccine trait from your hand at the bottom of your security stack. And then your turn, when a card is added to your security stack by suspending this Tamer, gain 1 memory. This gives us access to extra memory every single turn once these guys are on the field. Pretty disgusting. And just so you guys know everything that is a vaccine in this deck, I will just pull them out for you. So it is a little thin as far as the diversity we have, but the only ones you really want to put in your security anyway are your level 4s for your Patamon, and obviously your Gatomon gets played for free off Angelwomon. So it's just these Digimon. Sometimes you won't have one in your hand to tuck back, but that's really not a big deal. Getting this on the field and getting an extra card out of your security is really helpful. And then once these guys are on the field, if you like slam one of these and get her recovery effect, you just gain a whole bunch of memory. It's really helpful just having this on the field, even if you don't get a full benefit off the on play. Then we are playing 3 TK Takashi from BT1. He is a memory setter. And then on play, look at your security stack, then reveal a card in it. And if it is yellow, add it to your hand, then recover +1, then shuffle your security stack. Everything in the deck is yellow, so you'll always get the recovery. This is just a really helpful card. This is basically like a memory boost, except for you look at the 5 cards you have in your security, assuming you're activating it like the first or second turn of the game. And then it just sets your memory to 3 the rest of the game. and gives you perfect information on your security besides the one card you recover into, I guess. Really good. I like seeing this at 3. Having guaranteed 3 memory plus like some number of these gives you access to so much memory on your turn. It's crazy. That is it. We were just playing 7 Tamers. Then we are playing 4 Yellow Mim Boost. Main, reveal the top 4 cards of your deck, add a yellow Digimon card among them to the hand, put the rest on the bottom of your deck, place it in the battle area, and then main delay, trash it, gain 2 memory, and security is place this card in the battle area. So this is a much needed consistency card for this deck, and it gives you access to hard play stuff as opposed to Evo. Bot decking your options and tamers is not a big deal. I would much rather play this over physical just because physical doesn't let you hard play stuff, and hard playing stuff in a LordKnightmon deck is really important. And this getting 4 cards deep at a time as opposed to 2 is definitely huge. Then we were playing 2 Megalo Sparks. We do want to have an answer to Magnamon X potentially, and this is also just really good versus level 5 aces. So it reduces cost by 1 if you have a yellow tamer, so most of the time when you play this it's going to be 4 memory. Then main, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 8,000 DP into the end of their turn. Really good effect. So if you stack this with an Angelomon effect, it will kill their Magnamon X at the beginning of their turn. Versus Tyrant on Friday night, I actually stacked this with an Angelomon effect on the Tyrant, and then during his unsuspend phase, it died, and he had 2 aces underneath it, and he just immediately lost 7 memory during his unsuspend phase, and just past turn didn't even get to draw for turn. Really cool that this is until the end of your opponent's turn. And then we are also playing 2 Lonky Adastoctos from BT10. Also, this is from BT11. I don't think I said that. Megalo Spark. Ignore this. We're playing yellow deck. We can always play this. Main, if you have 3 or more security cards, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 12,000 DP for the turn. If you have 3 or fewer security cards, place one of your opponent's Digimon face down on top of their security stack. Securities activate the main effect. We really need the ability to answer big guys with just 1 card. And I chose this over Wyverns just because of how we can manipulate our security pretty easily. And this is better than Wyverns in some situations. Like if you have 3 or fewer security cards, this card is just objectively better than Wyverns in that situation, because it outs basically anything in the game and doesn't trigger like on deletion effects or anything like that. It gets around like all kinds of protection effects. So we were just playing that to answer boss monsters. Also, if we randomly play against Machine Dramon, we want to have answers to that as well. And that is it. We were just playing 8 options. But that is it for the list. If you guys have any questions or anything I didn't address, feel free to leave them down in the comments. But I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content when I come back for more. But until next time, see ya.